There is a new campaign underway to get local communities to ban or restrict wake surfing. It could potentially target thousands of Minnesota lakes, and it's a strategy that's already spreading throughout the Midwest. Whether you're relaxing on the shore or paddling on the water, Minnesotans are used to sharing the lakes.
It's like the perfect day.
But now a new type of boat is making waves.
You'll see the waves coming in right here.
And fueling tensions.
It's already too much for many of our lakes.
All across the state.
We're kind of chasing this goal that really is going to leave everyone unhappy.
For the Van Amtings,
Keep an eye out, make sure everyone's giving our riders enough space.
wake surfing is a family affair.
It's just you riding the wave, and it just feels amazing. Our daughter did her first competition at age 5, and our youngest is getting ready to do her first one here soon.
But each time they hit the water, they're aware.
We really try to educate people on how to use the lakes respectfully, and there's certain things you can do the way you drive and the way you spend a day wake surfing that can minimize the impact on the lake.
It's a huge issue.
But for Steve Frawley and Chuck Becker, that's not enough.
To me, it's not okay to do environmental damage or to risk other people's safety for your fun.
They want tougher restrictions, including potentially banning wake surfing on thousands of Minnesota lakes.
The problem is they're being used too close to shore in water too shallow.
Unlike traditional boats which glide across the water, wake boats are designed to sit deeper in the lake, moving more water and creating a larger, more surfable wave. Check out this view from above. On the left, you can see the narrow wake from a pontoon towing a tuber. On the right is the wake left behind by a wake boat, with the waves rippling farther out.
There's a huge impact on shorelines.
It's a little frustrating because they constantly bring up things like we're ruining the lake shore, the shoreline, we're wrecking the bottom of the lake.
And I'll see all kinds of vegetation that was torn up from the lake bottoms that ends up here, lily pads, all kinds of things.
If you go out on any decent-sized lake on a windy day, those waves that are coming into shore on a windy day are way more aggressive than any wake surf boat.
Here's a wake surf boat.
Frawley shared this video taken on the Gold Chain of Lakes.
Here come the waves coming in.
It shows what happens to his shoreline after a wake boat sails through.
How much longer do we have to live with this, without any kind of restrictions?
Right now, Minnesota does not have a law that limits or restricts wake surfing.
It is seeking to ban wake boating and wake surfing.
But last year, property owners on Caribou Lake successfully petitioned Cook County and the state to completely ban wake surfing.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion passes unanimously.
And we're hoping that other lakes do pursue this, just like Caribou did, and that the domino will start to fall.
The group called Safe Wakes for Minnesota Lakes has launched a statewide campaign to help local communities craft similar ordinances. They estimate out of more than 11,000 lakes in Minnesota, only about 500 of them are big enough and deep enough to handle the power of these boats.
For the smaller lakes, the more shallow lakes, I would suggest they're just not appropriate for enhanced wake sports.
In the case of Caribou Lake, wake surfing critics cited this study by the University of Minnesota, which found wake boats needed a distance of more than 500 feet to decrease a wave similar to that of a standard recreational boat at 200 feet.
That's really all the study did, was show that a wake surf boat produces a larger wave than a ski boat. And I think we all know that.
But the study does not assess whether it damages the shoreline. The boating industry has its own studies too, including this one which says that when operating a wake boat 200 feet from shore and in just 10 feet of water, the environmental impact is minimal. But critics are quick to point out 2 of the authors listed on the study are employees of Mercury Marine, which manufactures boat engines.
So I think we have to be really, really careful about industry-sponsored studies.
It's not just Minnesota, it's around the country that, people are fighting this. Ready?
Business owners like Adam Moore are paying close attention to what's already happening across the border in Wisconsin, where wake surfing bans and restrictions are now in place on more than 400 lakes.
We'd like to see the same thing happen within the state of Minnesota.
What are we going to limit next?
But as more wake boats continue to hit the water,
This is a big issue for Minnesota. It's a big issue for our lakes.
tensions continue to rise
I don't want to see anything wreck anybody's ability to use this lake.
over how we share Minnesota's lakes. Now, these local ordinances require quite a bit of work, including a petition and eventually approval by the state. So those ongoing efforts we already know about will likely take months before any action can be considered. For the Fox 9 Investigators, I'm Nathan O'Neal.